Hi, I'm Coriana and I'll be teaching you 4 exercises you can do at home. First, we'll do the bicep curl. Start by holding a weight in your preferred arm. Keep a straight arm, your palms facing forward, and your elbows close to your torso. Isolate your body so that the arm is the only one making the movements. Make sure to have a straight back and keep your shoulders pulled back over your torso. For your lower body, have your feet stand at hip width. Have the weight lifted until it is shoulder height. Remember to keep a straight back and don't move. Bring the weight back down while extending your arm fully. Reminder, make sure to start small and work your way up the dumbbell scale as you progress. Taking on too much weight can cause a breakdown in technique and will lead to injuries of the elbow, wrist, or muscle tissue. Moving on, keep it smooth and simple. Don't do any jerking movements that involve the whole body. Only start off with single arm bicep curls to practice the correct slow movements. Slowly bend your elbow and contract your biceps to draw the weight outward, and when lifting, keep every other part of your body still. Next is bench press. Begin by lying flat on the bench in a relaxed and natural position. Lay your feet flat on the ground, shoulder width apart, and have your shoulders touching the bench. This exercise is different at home as there's no bar to hang above, so practice the movement of putting your hands to either side of you, then bend your elbows, bringing your hands up to touch the invisible bar. This is about shoulder width apart. We will be bringing our own object to lift that is conveniently beside our bench. Start with lifting the object directly above your chest with a wide grip. Inhale as you lower it, gently touching your chest. Do not bounce the bar as it can cause injury and bad form. Exhale as you lift it away from your body into the air. Make sure to extend your arms just under full extension. Repeat for as many sets as you are aiming for and take short breaks throughout to avoid exhaustion. Now we'll be moving on to sit-ups. First, lie flat on the floor. Grab a yoga mat for your back as it will be uncomfortable without one. Bring your knees to a bent position and heels placed flat on the ground. Place your hands on opposing shoulders so that your arms are crossed over your chest. This allows for a central rising point. Tighten your abdominal muscles gently by drawing in your belly button to your spine. Now beginning the exercise, keep your heels and toes flat on the ground and gently lift your head first, followed by your shoulder blades. Focus your eyes on your bent knees, all while gently contracting your ab muscles. Pull them from the floor until you are at a 95-degree angle. Do a few sets, then take a small break and repeat the process over again. Don't overdo it without taking breaks to limit any injuries that could happen. Last, we will do Russian twists. Use a mat on the floor to avoid any injuries or discomfort. Start by lying flat on the yoga mat. In this version of Russian twist, we will not be using any weights. Now elevate your chest off the ground at a 45-degree angle to the floor. Hold your arms in front of you and clasp your hands together. Clench your abdominal muscle, pulling your belly button to your spine. If you'd like to challenge yourself, lift your feet off the ground. In this case, we will be lifting our feet off the ground. This is the starting position. Make sure to have a straight spine. You will be doing this exercise correctly if you are in a V letter position. Keeping your abs tight, engage the deeper transverse abdominal muscles, which will help protect your spine during the exercise. When you are ready, clasp your hands together with the knuckles facing outwards and straighten your arms. And twist your torso to the right side until your arms are parallel to the floor. Hold this position for a second and breathe out. Then move back to the starting position and repeat the same twisting motion and breathing for your left side. Make sure not to hunch your shoulders as it will affect your performance and it is not the correct form. I recommend doing 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions for a harder challenge. If you don't want them to be too difficult, try 3 sets of 5 to 8 repetitions. Now, since the exercises are over, I'll be talking about this myth, that once you start weight training, you'll see obvious results in a week or two. This is false. Building muscle and losing body fat in a healthy way is not a quick process. It takes even longer depending on your gender and age. Weight training results is actually very quick, but you cannot see the results with your eyes as they are happening. It can be 3 months or longer to see any noticeable changes and for the muscles to grow. Just like your hair growing or losing weight, it is a slow process that takes time. You can't expect for quick results. Just remember that this month's choices is next month's results. And finally, I'll be talking about some gym safety guidelines. My first tip is to use a spotter or gym partner. There are many reasons for training with a partner, but the best reason is that it keeps you safe. For example, you can be using the bench press and be under more weight than you expected. The bar can suddenly drop on you and cause serious injuries if there isn't someone to help you. A spotter can also check your form to make sure you're not setting yourself up for major injury and step in before it's too late. The second tip is to be aware of your surroundings. Make sure you pay attention to your environment, so don't blast those earbuds of music or have your eyes focused straight ahead and concentrating on a single spot. You don't want to walk into someone's weights or even get kicked to the head by a hanging knee up. So remember, keep your eyes open. Third tip is to always warm up. You don't have to stretch for hours, but you should at least help your body prepare for the workout ahead. You can pull a muscle and seriously injure yourself that can leave you without exercise for months. Make sure not to forget to warm up and allow time to stretch. My fourth tip is to only lift weights that you can handle. Building strength takes time in the gym, so don't rush into going too heavy while you can't handle it. You can forget to use correct form when lifting too heavy weights, which can lead to injuries and a long recovery time. Find a safer way to test your strength and improving your form for being fitter and healthier in the long run. Finally, my fifth tip is to always use a towel. This isn't geared for injury, but for your health. Gyms are one of the most disgusting places because of other people's bodily fluids and other gross germs. Studies have shown that weights and cardio equipment can be transmitters of viruses. So make sure to have a towel to protect yourself from these gym germs.